Hello friends and enemies, welcome to Happy For Now. It's me, Isabel, or welcome back. I don't know, words, what are they? It's time for my May reset. How is it already May, first of all? But second of all, thank God. It is warming up and I feel, listen, like I don't have like seasonal depression. There's like a moment in like January, February where I get depressed. Otherwise I love winter. And then I love spring, and then summer I get depressed again because it's too hot to do anything. But like right now we're in that sweet spot and I am thriving a little bit here. But it's time for my monthly reset. So if you're new here, my resets are just where I talk about my monthly reading goals and things I want to do, as well as things happening that I'll be at, like live shows and things. I also kind of just give you some potentials that I may or may not read in that month because I definitely am not a TBR girly. I struggle to stick to a TBR to save my life. So this is not that. This is just like I might pick these up. These are the arcs I have that are coming out this month that I'd like to get to, but I may not. Who knows? It's all a gamble. But to kick things off, we're going to do my Read What You Own stats since I am continuing that for the rest of the year. I do want to caveat this again. I would like to find time to like reset my Read What You Own stats and like start fresh again because I don't know how accurate some of these are. No, they're close. I might be off by a couple, give or take, but they're pretty close. So our current, I will put up the graphic here so you can also see them, but currently I have 1,134 unread ebooks. I did not go through my Kindle last month because not Read What You Own because of 30 and 30. So I need to do that this month and like tidy this up some more. I'd ideally like to be under 1,000 by the end of the month. Like by the end of May. Then I have 181 unread manga, and that is exciting. I feel like that is a very manageable number. I feel like I'm making really good progress, and I think I can have this down to maybe 20 volumes by the end of the year, if not less. So we'll see. And then I have 166 physical books. This went up, but I got sent books from a publisher, and I'm not going to deny, like, if I can get a thing I like from the publisher or that I know I want to read, I'm going to do that. So that's why this went up a little bit, but I'm going to try and tackle a little bit more of my physical TBR this month as well. And then my audiobooks are at 220. Same thing. I have this issue where it's hard to deny my Libro FM ALCs that I get and any audio arc I get because I love audiobooks and I read so many of them that I really just want to read them all. Every time, all the time, constantly. It's fine. So this number keeps fluctuating a little bit. I would like to focus a lot this month, honestly, on getting my audiobooks down, I think, and some of my physical TBR back down. So we'll see what I manage. It is a busy, busy month. So there's a lot of things happening and we're going to dive right into that. So for my lives and read-alongs in the month of May, we have the Electric Idol Live for Chapter 3 podcast. We are on the second book in that series and I'm so excited about it. I love Psyche and Eros. They're delightful. We have some great plus size rep in this one. So I'm excited for that. That live show I think is May 16th. I will have it linked down below for you for the Chapter 3 podcast if you're interested in joining us to come chat about it. I also have Sweep With Me by Alona Andrews, which is going to be the 0.5 novella in the series. That live show is May 19th, just so you know. If you want to come hang with us and talk about the Innkeeper Chronicles, I'm really excited about it, and we will be continuing with another Alona Andrews series after we get finished with the Innkeepers, because we have one more after this month, which is really exciting. And then I have my 2 reads for my members and patrons. So we are doing 2 buddy reads. I've added a series of buddy read to my patrons and memberships we voted on, a series to pick. And the series we picked is The Monster Ball, which has a bunch of different monster authors. So we're going to read about 3 of them and then regroup, see if we still want to keep going or not. So this month, the first book is How to Marry a Marble Marquis. Is that right? I think I said that right. This one's by Siem DaCosta. I'm really excited. I was excited when these were coming out and I'm glad I haven't read them yet because I think it's going to be a fun time to read this with my members and see what we all think. Then we are also reading Appetites and Vices by Felicia Grossman because it is also Jewish Heritage Month. We're going to talk about the other month of May thing. So we picked on a theme, obviously, they voted. That was a theme they picked, and this is where we ended up. So we've kind of got a little historical vibe going on this month. I'm excited about it. I haven't been reading a ton of historical, so we'll see what happens. Those of y'all who are members will get vlogs for Appetites and Vices. We're in chats right now about what's going on for the other one because of some things that happened last month. All right, let's talk about the arcs and my potential TBR for the month of May. One thing I want to note is I'm not going to discuss any potential manga because I truly this month Besides Blood on the Tracks, which I'll have in the mail this week, I'm not planning any specific manga reads. I don't know if I will touch manga this month after reading 50 volumes last month. So there's that. So like, don't think like I'm not gonna, I will read some. It's gonna be limited, the capacity at which I read. So I'm kind of just gonna let myself meander. Same thing for like, honestly, everything I'm picking up this month besides my like 4 required reads. I really want to leave myself very open because I feel like I've had a lot of structured reading in the last little bit, and I kind of want to just mood read my way through some things, including hockey romances and some other just like possibly Omegaverse. I've really been kind of wanting to dive into more Omegaverse lately. So, you know, I want to do some of that this month. So we are leaving this pretty open. So this is a very short list, but I do have one arc, which is Funny Guy by Emma Berry. I loved Chick Magnet, so I do want to make sure I read Funny Guy when it comes out, or right as before it comes out, to put up a review for Emma. And also just because she's just so fun. Like, her writing is very, very fun, and I'm excited about it. The other thing is, obviously, it is also Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, so I'd like to pick up some of the books I've had on my TBR sitting on my Kindle for a while now, and I haven't read by Asian American authors or Pacific Islanders. So I'm thinking I would kind of like to pick up another Jeannie Lin because I haven't read her in a while. And I do have a novella from the Happily Ever After collective from her that I'd like to read maybe. Like, that might be a good option for me. And I loved The Lotus Palace, so I just would like to pick up more Jeannie Lin. I really love her historicals. They're so different and refreshing. I also have Tanked by Mia Hopkins that I've been putting off forever, so I might reread Thirsty and Trashed and then read Tanked. I don't know. I'm debating. I also have Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lynn Tan. I picked this up on sale for $1.99 a while ago, and I really would like to dive in. I love this cover. I think it's stunning. The other month it is, obviously, which we already talked about a little bit also, the other Heritage Month is it's Jewish Cultural Heritage Month as well in May. So I want to make sure I pick up one other book at the very least from a Jewish author. So I am going to try and read Strife's Apple by Shoshana Rain. This has been on my radar for a while. Y'all may or may not know I have like this spreadsheet where I track books that I see and want to read. So I'll throw a picture of it up here for you. I'd be happy to like do a video about it if anybody's interested, but I don't know that it's like that big a deal or revolutionary. But yeah, so I'm tracking books here, and I would like to pick up this book sooner than later. It's another retelling, and it's a Greek retelling. All the snippets I've read and the people I know who have read it loved it. So I just need to be really fun to read this.
You'll be running when I raise the black flag. Get out your bomb and fly away. We'll be dancing with our hands in the air when our new dawn is rising to the break of dawn. You can't keep me in a cage made of tired ideas. It's rusting out faster by the day. I won't wear your leash, I won't take no deals. I won't stay quiet when there's so much left to say.
This month I also returned every single Kindle Unlimited book I had checked out, besides one that I was actively reading and buddy reading with Shay, which is A Soul to Heal. I'm super behind. Shay is ahead of me. I'm a mess. It's fine. We're here. It's fine. So I do have that still checked out, but I returned every single Kindle Unlimited book I had checked out because my goal is to use that spreadsheet I have where I have a bunch of books listed. A lot of them are in KU. I would like to use that to go back through and pick up new books. I am just kind of setting myself some loose goals this month for reading outside of these couple ones that I've listed here. Again, I'm trying to do really unstructured reading this month and kind of really go where I feel I'm being called to instead of feeling like, oh no, I can't read that. I have this thing I need to read. So I think having an empty KU TBR like checkout list is going to be really refreshing for me. I also think I'm going to just kind of lean in a little harder into the Why Chooses and the hockey romance right now because I've just been enjoying it. They're very readable, and there's just a lot going on in my life. Everything's fine, as fine as it can be. It's nothing I can share publicly, but there's just a lot going on, and it's stressing me out. And and it's making reading a little bit different, like what I need to get from my reading different. So I'm focusing on that. I do want to also quickly share that there is a list I will link to down below from Jackie Lau, who lists a whole bunch of books for Asian American and Pacific Islander month. And it was really great. I'm going to use that some to go through my Kindle of what I own as well, to pick up new things that I didn't realize perhaps, or honestly forgot I had. So I'm going to use that list to pick out a couple other books to read. But it is, look, May is the month of like chill reading, you know? Like I'll talk about everything I read in my vlogs like I always do, but I really want to lean into just going where my mood takes me. Minimal goals, like that's it. My loosest goal will be like a book a day, honestly, and that's pretty doable for me. I usually hit that anyways, if not at least 25 books. That's where we're at. So yeah, let me know what your May reading plans are. Do you have anything on your radar? Any arcs coming out that you're really excited about? All that fun stuff. If you don't want to do that, leave me a flower emoji of your choice, because April showers bring May flowers, and maybe the rain's done here and it's gonna just like be nice outside. That would be fun. So you can do that down below. I have links to anything I talked about down there for you, as well as links to be my friend anywhere on the internet. And I will see you all in just a few days. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we